Hi, I'm Otni.
And I'm Sondre.
And this is our cat Floki. So, we really wanted to escape city life for a while. Get closer to nature, travel around, preferably sustainably, and as much off the grid as possible. With that in mind, we figured we'll just buy a sailboat and sail the world. I mean, how hard can it be? In the previous episode, we introduced ourselves, and talked about how this adventure started. We looked at some different sailboats and drove up to Aarhus and saw our boat Freya for the first time.
Hva tenker du da?
Jeg synes den er fed.
After we've seen Freya and read the ship report, we made an offer on the boat which was luckily accepted. A part of the deal was that the broker buy an autopilot of our choosing and install it ready before we pick up the boat. Freya will stay in the boatyard in Marseillesborg Marina in Aarhus until the sailing season starts in April. Until then, we just have to be patient and start doing some prep work like buying sailing clothes, life vest and camera gear. Den skal gjøre jobben hvis vi har bruk for det. Det er det viktigste. Så kjøper jeg noe utstyr som jeg vet jeg kan stole på. Safety first. Er du ikke enig?
Safety first, always.
Always.
Skal du bare stramme og kjøre?
Ikke dra i den her da, bare sånn at du vet det.
Nei, hva gjør du så?
Så blåser den ut.
Så hvis det gør nu, så...
Nei, så må vi kjøpe nye patroner og bytte hele vesten.
Ok.
Men her har vi den. Det er en god vest. Ganske enkel, for den er så liten. Og samtidig så har man mulighet til å spenne seg fast på dekk med en sånn sele. Så når det er hardt vær, så spenner man seg her. Den er komfortabel å ha på ryggen også. Ganske fett. Så blåser den seg ut. Det skal vi ikke gjøre her inne.
Nei, helst ikke.
Det prøver vi å unngå.
Ja.
Det kommer an på været da. Hvis det snør så mye ennå, så kanskje vi skal bruke det. Sight.
Hva mangler vi?
Alt. Vi mangler egentlig alt. Vi har noe, men vi skal ha litt mer regntøy. Vi mangler seiltøy. Og sko. Det er kanskje for langt å gå fra Kastrup, var det ikke det? De seige.
Er det noe godt?
Jeg synes de superfine. Du skal bare prøve de.
Er det bra? De virker det lille.
Ja, altså de skal være comfy å gå i da. Er de for små?
Nej. Mega nice ud, den her. Den har ikke været mindre.
Den ser så sej ud på dig.
Prøv at se, den har sådan noget gummi her. Nå, så kan du stramme den her.
Ja, det er så ikke du får vann igjennom, ikke sant?
Så har man sådan her.
Ja.
Smart. Want a high collar. It's time to change from these to these bad boys.
Nå skal jeg prøve den av.
Hvad er det, du har fundet der?
Jeg har fått meg en kapteinhatt.
What about this one?
Ja, den tror jeg er like fin.
Yeah. We just went out to Amma. What's the place called?
Hellers.
Hellers. Yeah. I think we found something today. The thing is, the season is just starting now, so everybody's buying. And of course, there are no sizes, but he's getting a lot this week. So next week, we're gonna go over and buy it. Ja. Er vi tilfredse?
Vi er veldig fornøyde. Det er vi. Nå har vi seilertøy til hele familien. Klart for seilasen.
So, good weekend. Busy weekend. We're prepping. Getting ready to sail Freya home in 3 weeks now. And then, after what felt like waiting forever, it was finally April and we could go pick up our boat Freya. Sondre took some time off work and went ahead up to Aarhus midweek to start preparing. We wanted to take the chance and paint the bottom before she went in the water. The plan was to get her in the water Friday morning, which would give us the whole weekend to sail her home.
We are ready for the first coat. So that's gonna be interesting. Så kan du se litt av resultatet. Jeg har ikke kommet helt i mål, men som du ser så er det en deilig fin blåfarge. Jeg har kommet så langt, og jeg har halvparten igjen. Det er første strøket. Så først kjøpte jeg en, og så fant jeg ut at det holder ikke. Så kjøpte en til, og jeg løpte bort fordi det var bare liv ved stengetid, så var jeg heldig å få en boks til. Men det går. Jeg er snart i mål. Når jeg er ferdig med første strøket, så tar jeg og bestiller meg noe mat. I managed to finish the paint job the first day, but the mechanic that was supposed to start installing the autopilot never showed up as planned.
As soon as I got off work, I hopped on a bus to Aarhus. I arrived Thursday evening and was met by not such a happy Sondre. The mechanic had finally shown his face that morning, but the installation job turned out to be a larger thing. And he had to go back to his workshop and weld together some pieces. The deal we had made with the broker back in December was that this should be ready and installed by the time we picked her up in April. That was not the case. And so we had to wait. I have to admit, we were pretty bummed we couldn't go as planned. The weather was perfect and we were so eager to leave.
Det skal nok gå. Mye arbeid. Alt for mye moro, så man får ikke lagt seg på kvelden.
Being tired and grumpy didn't help, so we decided to change our attitudes towards the whole thing and just try to enjoy. The sun was shining like it hadn't in months, spring was in the air, and we were in a beautiful city. So we decided, let's go exploring and just find some good food, good beers.
Bra.
That would definitely get us out of our funk. It was around noon when we left the marina and we still hadn't heard anything from the mechanic. We had to just cross our fingers and hope that he would come and finish the installation before Saturday morning. Yeah. So the status right now is
A little bit stuck in Aarhus, but we doesn't complain. It's really nice weather today, and yeah, it's nice.
So we were supposed to leave today. The boat was supposed to be put in the water at 10 o'clock this morning. But yeah, I arrived last night and first thing I heard was they're gonna do it first on Saturday. So yeah.
We have to wait a little bit.
We'll have to wait, but luckily the sun is shining, so we're just enjoying Aarhus. But of course I hope that they don't delay it anymore, because I have to be in work on Monday. So yeah, it's gonna take at least 20 hours to sail to Copenhagen. I think we are newbies, beginners with a big heavy boat.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
We will see what happens. Yeah. So the marine crane that was supposed to lift our boat in the water wasn't working properly. But it was being worked on, and the harbor master said that he assumed it would be fixed by Saturday. So that's the maniac we're all waiting on. That should have worked today. Didn't. Hopefully will work tomorrow. When we got back to the boat that afternoon, we could see our mechanic was back and working hard. In fact, he worked the whole evening and didn't leave until just before 3 o'clock in the morning. Then it was Saturday morning, and we woke up hopeful that the guys would get the crane going and we could actually sail home today. Our mechanic was up bright and early and back to finish the last bits of the installation. How's the weather?
It looks nice. It's gonna be 10 to 12 degrees. It's not too much wind, so it will be a little bit use of the engine. But let's see. Let's see if we can put the sail up. Altså, hvis det blåser sånn som nå, så er det ok.
Ja. Around lunchtime, we got a message from the harbor master that told us that they had the crane working again and were ready to start moving boats. Our boat was luckily not buried in the back, so we wouldn't have to wait too long.
Klare?
Ja. Tænker du?
Nei, det blir spennende.
Har du fået malet det fint?
Ja, det tok det sidste her nå. Ja, vi prøver.
As soon as the boat was in the water, our hardworking mechanic jumped straight in and got ready to configure the autopilot. Once he turned on the engine, we saw a lot of white smoke coming out. We didn't know anything about boat engines, but something told us that this couldn't be good. When we first saw the boat, the yacht broker had told us that the engine worked perfectly fine and had just been upgraded.
Pejlstang også, jeg ved ikke hvad.
Nå, okay.
Jeg har fakturakvitteringer det hele.
Ja.
På hele...
Så det har blitt gjort en hel masse på det?
Ja, jeg tror det var omkring 40.000 kroner, der blev renoveret for i år.
Okay.
Så det eneste der er sådan set, det er jo fordi det er kosmetisk med maling.
Ja, det ser litt sånn, men ellers så det fungerer fint.
Men fungerer upåklageligt på det.
Ja.
Det kan jeg love dig.
We saw the receipts and they had indeed switched out various parts and upgraded for a little over 40,000 Danish crowns, or almost 5,500 euros. Kæft, der kommer meget røg uden. Sidder du ser på det? Herligt. We also asked the mechanic about it, and he told us that this was normal after standing still for a whole winter. Since we knew nothing, we decided to trust that. And perhaps being tired and very excited to finally sail home, we maybe didn't give it enough thought. But before we could start our journey back to Copenhagen, we went out for a little sail to do two things. The mechanic needed to calibrate the autopilot, and one of the brokers that knew the boat well and had sailed her before was going to show us the ropes before we head out by ourselves.
Fanger du det hele?
Sådan, så den der hele tiden. Det kan man godt få til det der. Så det kun er kortet, man har lige præcis.
Right across the sea is where my road will lead. Fly away to be the one who plants new seeds. Lovely winter seed.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. In our next episode, we continue our sail from Aarhus to Copenhagen and share with you the eventful and scary first night we had out at sea. We would also like to thank you for all the response and comments you left on our last episode. It's been so much fun reading through these, and we see many of you have asked for a boat tour. We have a lot of episodes in the making at the moment, the renovations we did in the start, etc. But if you're curious right now, you can head over to our Instagram page, Sailing Freya. There in the top you can see our story highlights. Here we have a little boat tour story that we are also adding to evenly. Also check out our daily stories if you want some real-time footage. Thanks again, see you soon!